day seven of the 10-day reset. And this is our second Sunday, our main Sunday within the practice of the 10-day reset. And I like to call this one the self-care Sunday, although I prefer every Sunday to be self-care. That first Sunday, we really speak about meal prepping and setting ourselves up for success for the week. But we also want to incorporate the self-care into the Sunday because for many of us, Monday is the first day of our work week. And so Sunday really should be and could be a day for you to really rejuvenate so that when you wake up Monday morning, you're not exhausted and daunted by the week, but instead you've been recovered and restored so that you can begin the new week. And hopefully, the more you implement the self-care Sunday, that you start to actually look forward to Monday, or that Monday becomes a more productive day of the week for you because you've taken the time to self-care, to restore, and to reset yourself. So today I'm going to offer up a practice that incorporates opening up the heart, allowing yourself to relax. And I encourage you to either take the time to rest. And when I mean rest, most often throughout the week, we have not been extremely physical. And if you have, then by all means, rest your body. But the majority of Americans, we are not getting all the exercise in that we need for the week. You may not have an injury. So laying down and spending Sunday watching Netflix where the mind is busy does not allow yourself a recovery. So most likely you've been mentally stressing all week instead of physically stressing. And so the mental rest is really what we need. And so that is silence, quiet, meditation, yoga nidras, or just relaxing in yoga. Now, if you are going to do a yoga practice on Sunday, I recommend to keep it very gentle, very restorative, or even yin. And today's practice, we're going to be doing a restorative pose. Now, for those who do practice yoga, yin would be where you would put yourself in a position that may not be extremely comfortable, but you're relaxing and stretching the fascia. With restorative, we're getting ourselves juicy and delectably comfortable into a posture so that we can fully let go, and we practice the act of surrender. So that we're letting go, we're releasing, and we're allowing our body to enter, rest, and digest, but also a healing state where we're getting into that restore. Now, your yoga nidra practice, you have a yoga nidra practice within this program, so you can also utilize that. You may like to pamper yourself and have 2 to 3 hours where you can really just release and relax, including a restorative posture, yoga nidra, and then some meditation. Take some time to plan the week out. If you have a list of items that you'd like to achieve for the week, you can write down that list and then plan out which days will you be doing what items will support each other so that you would become more efficient, such as if you have to run errands, you could line out all the errands so that you can get all of them at the same time and you can hit them in a streamlined path. So there's little tactics that you can utilize to make your week a little bit more simple, a little bit more planned, a little bit more productive, in a way that will make life easier, that will just make you stress less. All right, so now for that posture. So ta-da! I have all of my restorative items out. So restorative items that you might like to utilize, if you don't have them today, it's okay. You could stack 2 pillows or have a firm pillow instead of a bolster. Now I have a firm bolster. I have 2 actually that I like to use. You can utilize a strap such as for legs up the wall or legs resting on the chair. A strap is great because you can relax your legs and just let them fall into the strap. Blocks can be helpful to either work separately from the bolster or to support the bolster. So what I'll be doing today is taking my 2 bolsters, which you could easily do with 2 large pillows, and I'm just going to stack one on top of the other. So what this looks like from a side view is I've got this little stack so that as I lay back, it's going to take a more curved shape. And again, you can do this with some pillows. So the bottom pillow is pushed back a little further. The top pillow is resting on top of that to create a little support so that we get this nice arch and the chest is opening up. Now I'm going to utilize a blanket, and I'm going to just give myself a little extra cushioning for my head. This will elevate my head a little. You can do this with another pillow. You can do this with a blanket. If you do have blocks, you could easily stack the blocks underneath the bolster as well to prop it up and have a little bit more of an angle. Now, for weight, you may just like a regular blanket. I have a 15-pound weighted blanket that I really enjoy. I got it on Amazon, I think, for about $35, which is cheaper than the average weighted blanket that I've seen out there. So this one's nice. And so I would lay back. I can extend my feet out. And I'll show you. I can extend my feet out, or I might like to bring my feet together and let my hips open. Now for me, I've been doing quite a bit of yoga today, so my feet together would not bother me. However, that may bother you. If you do want the feet together, you could always utilize blocks and place them under the knees to help prop and stop. And we can go over another time, or just message me if you'd like to note how to use the strap for that as well. So I'm laying back. I can, even if I have the blanket underneath, I could do a little roll to support the neck. You could have blocks under the arms or pillows under the arms, and of course you can do this in bed as well. And so I let myself rest here. I let my legs turn out if my legs are extended, and I would just completely relax and release. Now, how long to be here would be about 15 minutes at a minimum. You could go up to 30, 45, even an hour in this position. This also might be a really great position for you in Yoga Nidra. And with Yoga Nidra, you might even like a bolster or a rolled blanket or pillow underneath the knees here, because Yoga Nidra you would be in for a longer period of time. So with that, you would set yourself up for complete relaxation, completely letting go, letting all the muscles soften, and allowing yourself to get into that rest and digest, that restorative state, that healing state of the body. So again, you could do your Yoga Nidra at the same time. You could do this, maybe do some gentle movements, and then come back into it for your Yoga Nidra. So you can play with this however you'd like. But really take the time to see what's going to work for you to help you restore. Some other things that you might like are giving yourself a little oil massage. So this is some nice little oil. It's called Freya Empowerment Oil that I like. It smells delicious. And what we're doing is we're teaching our body to find comfort in other ways instead of food. Because many of us are finding comfort within food, this allows us to say, well, I can find comfort and relaxation and restorative and make myself feel good in other ways, such as opening up my body, such as movements that can feel delicious, smells, touch. So that's where you might use that oil. And if you have some tight forearms, maybe you would just sit and massage your forearms. Maybe you could sit and just massage your neck. And so having this healing touch, if even from yourself, you'll be really surprised. Little things that we can do is just to place your hand on your neck and just allow yourself to breathe into the stretch, just to have that touch, that support. So allowing yourself to really support yourself today in new or similar ways try to just make it a little bit more juicy. If you're already doing some of these things, ask yourself, how can I make it a little bit more pampered? And start allowing yourself to note that these aren't luxuries. Self-care and de-stressing is a necessity. So thank you for participating in the 10-day reset. This is day 7 of the 10-day reset. Tomorrow's Monday, and we're diving back into our week. You're almost there. Hang in there, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.